FTO, FTO, FTO.
It's a race to the throne.
To the throne.
Don't fuck it up or you'll never be known.
Never be known.
Who's gonna be king? Who's gonna be stone?
Gonna be
But only
stoned.
one can sit on the throne.
Sit on the throne.
F
FTO,
T L
FTO,
F T
FTO,
L.
FTO.
The Cats are chilling. We're grilling on these teams. That was terrible. I was like, the Cats are chilling.
It's
Finally, the Cats, before we started the Cats, were going crazy.
It's only episode 2, so
Episode 2.
I'll give you a break there. I'll give you a break. I expect better by like week 5.
We're drinking Lindels. Lindels.
You mean Lion Kugels?
Lions. We're drinking Lions.
That was the craziest pronunciation I've ever heard of that name. Juicy Peach, baby.
Yeah, juicy.
Peach.
Anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Throne League podcast, season 2. Well, this is going to be our first full season. Last season was a struggle bus, but we're back.
We're back, baby.
And we are also going to be harder on these other teams this season, because last season I feel like we went a little hard on people, but I feel like this season we're going to go even harder. We're going to call you out when you make bad plays. We're going to call you out when you make good plays. So without further ado, let's go into week 1. Let's talk about.
Introduce yourself first, Sean. This
I'm
is Sean Foles.
I'm Sean. Everybody.
I'm Luke.
I'm Sean. Everybody out there knows me already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
It's nice, though.
If you're watching this on the YouTube, you see that my name's Sean
On the YouTube.
on the YouTube.
All right,
yeah.
50-year-old or geezer.
Hey, we're millennials, man. We're almost 30. So let's jump into it here.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. All right, let's go into the scoreboard. Well, Luke, do you want to talk about your game first?
I'll take this one on the shoulder. I'll take this one on the sleeve. Or what's that phrase? I'll take this one on the head or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I took a hard L.
Yeah, you
I
took
took a
real
hard L against one of my arch nemesis, Steve Heskett.
Yeah, but here's the thing. At least you lost to the top scorer.
I did lose to the top
There was
scorer.
absolutely no way you would have won.
I did lose to the top scorer.
Does
And
it make you feel better that there's absolutely no way you would have won unless you picked like the perfect lineup? Because he pretty much had the perfect lineup.
he had the perfect lineup this week. And I mean, you're just not going to win that, and that's fine. I mean, we got some nice.
Oh, we got ads.
Nice.
Ads. Don't
What?
copyright. Don't copyright
All
us.
right, hold on though. Why do ads only pop up on the desktop version, but they never pop up on your phone app? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know. Just get ESPN Plus. You don't have to worry about that.
Hey, how about you be a friend and you give me your
No,
your
because then he can
passcode
log in and just be like, "Oh, I think Sean should play this guy. I think he should drop this guy
I
and play
wouldn't
this
do
guy.
that. But I mean,
I want to pick up Justin Jefferson. Let me drop him."
Arizona's
Actually, he's
defense.
probably not droppable.
We're gonna go to this though. Arizona's defense is atrocious. Pat Mahomes dropped a 50 burger on him. Fantasy purposes.
I think-
Mixon. I mean, he just literally had everybody go off on his whole squad.
Arizona in general right now is not looking good.
So I mean, if
But-
you're looking at a perfect week in fantasy football is probably about 206. Anything above 205 is like probably going to be
Right.
top 1% of what scored this
I mean,
year.
he almost had everybody on his team almost scored over 10 points. Like his tight end had 9, which isn't bad, but not great. His defense had 8. That's, not bad. Not great either, though. And then his kicker, Daniel Carlson, my guy last year, 9 points.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple positions, but I mean, getting picked up by 50 points from your quarterback is going to, that's going to kind of spread out over your tight end
But,
and your flex.
you had-
or your kicker and defense.
But you had some, you had some good moments.
I had some good moments.
Joe Burrow, without the 4 interceptions, he's
and
scoring,
fumble, 5 turnovers.
5 turnovers.
5 turnovers.
So that's, I can't do math.
3, 6,
That's
9, 12.
14.
How many is for a fumble?
It's
2.
It's 2. So it's
Two.
14 points.
14 points.
Right.
Yeah.
So, he's putting up, that 14 points, that's 40 points right there. Or
Right.
38, sorry.
Well, close. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good quarterback number. I mean, even give him 1 interception and he's still scoring 35. So I'm not down on him. I think he's going to get his shit together. He didn't play in the preseason. And we'll be good to go and roll with the combo, baby.
Leonard
roll with the
Fournette,
combo.
he's doing a lot, especially on the offensive blocking.
I do love Lenny.
You know?
I do love some Lenny. I love Lenny. He's good. I'm not worried about him. RB2 though.
I will say about the Dallas game is that Dallas is playing so bad. I think Tampa Bay should have scored more.
I agree. We got a kitty cat going crazy over there. He's trying to figure out what to do in this closet. I don't know what he's doing.
Back to Tampa Bay. I think that maybe it's just first game, Sunday night. I think it's just something that they're gonna have to work on.
I agree.
And maybe it's just Tom Brady getting old.
Dude, don't.
I'm just saying, there's gotta be a time when he eventually is just like, you know what, I can't play the way I used to.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that it's gonna be this year though.
Do you think are you gonna play Cole Kmet next week? Let's just.
You wanna roll through?
I just want to ask you what you think you're gonna do, because you're here. Let's talk about it.
I'll play Cole.
You're gonna play Cole.
I'll play Cole.
Okay.
I think that he had some targets, but I think the weather conditions had so much to do with it where he was just blocking. I mean, he was out there just blocking away for running backs, basically.
Okay, he had 5 targets. He had 3 receptions.
And I wouldn't have played Cole Kmet, but I didn't have any other tight ends on my bench. And I didn't really want to drop anybody because I wanted to see how everybody performed week 1 that was on my team. So I was just like, well, you know what? I'll just run with it. We'll see. It's week 1, and I can make some changes later.
Okay. I'll take that. It is week 1, so you don't really know exactly how your team's going to play out. Me personally, I'm debating if I want to play Dawson Knox next week just because there's so many guys on that team that can score and catch the ball.
That's true.
So
that
how many guys on that team had receptions? Like 6 or 7?
A lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys on that team.
Even the tight end too was getting some catches.
Exactly. But other than that, I mean, you really played everybody. Really on your bench, there's nobody else that you'd really want to play. I mean, Drake London, rookie wide receiver.
Drake London's looking good out there.
Yeah.
He's getting targets. He's getting receptions.
Exactly.
So I
think the thing with him is that Marcus Mariota.
But
is he gonna play up to the standards of where you need him to play at? Because even though it's a terrible team, you still need to have those high volume quarterbacks on your team.
Marcus Mariota, Drake London, they'll have a decent offense. I mean, Cordelli's there. You got
Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think the offense is going to be terrible, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be a good team. But it'll be a sufficeable.
We'll get to some more guys on your team later because there's other people other players on the teams for other teams in our league. So we'll talk to them a little bit later. Big thing with Steven though, his bench is not that great.
It's not good. It's not good.
So I mean, how do you say his name? Isaiah Pacheco?
Pacheco.
Yeah, he's the only highlight on the bench there. Really, no one else. J.K. not looking good. Alan Zard didn't play as well. Sky Moore, he had a couple receptions, but nothing too fancy.
And just to one last thing on this game, I did text Steve. I said, "How do you feel about scoring the highest amount of points in week 1?" His quote is, "I feel good about the names and talent I got from the draft. The reason I prefer the big names is because they perform when you expect them to. Some may argue my bench isn't as strong as theirs. I say, fuck the bench. It's always been about the 10 you got out there any given week, and I feel pretty damn good about my 10. The fact I put that beat down on my arch nemesis is just the icing on the cake. I'm as excited as I've ever been. And if I'm not number 1 on the power rankings yet, my broken ass commish will put the belt up there where I belong soon."
Okay, I'll agree with that. The only thing I'll say is that if he has one player go down, that's 20 points.
He could be fucked.
That's 20 points.
He's got a bad bench.
Points.
He's got a bad bench.
And Mahomes is not going to score 50 points every week. So if Mahomes on average scores 30,
right?
Let's say 30, and he loses one player, that's
40 points.
So that's 160, and 160 would have lost you a few games.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
you're right. So we'll leave it at that. Steve, I don't think you'll be the highest scorer, especially when buys come in. So There is that. Let's move on to game 2. I think game 2, you want to go into...
See, I wish our order was the same. It doesn't say. We should probably go through the order. Let's go with Nate and our... Oh, crap. I have him on week 2.
Nate and Shane.
Yeah, let's go Nate Shane.
Nate Shane. Nate, he pulls off a really good victory. Beats Shane 175 to 131.
It also helps when your quarterback scores over 40.
Yep. Josh Allen putting in a strong performance at 43.
With 3 interceptions? Was it 3 or 2?
Two interceptions.
Okay.
But 4 total TDs. I think 2 or maybe 2 in the air, 2 on the ground, or 3 in the air, 1 on the ground. But either way.
Yeah, 2 interceptions.
So, I mean.
3 touchdowns, 1 on the ground.
It's just.
With 56 yards rushing. So that's huge. Like the rushing yards do add a lot to that position.
It does. And I don't think he's going to get that every single week. But, I mean, he's going to look good. Javonte Williams. That's a good draft pick, man.
He had a lot of catches.
A lot of catches. 19.8, and that's with a fumble off the goal line.
With the fumble on the goal line. And without that fumble and a
that's
touchdown,
that's an 8-point
30,
swing.
Yeah.
That's an 8-point swing.
Probably get 30 points.
So, yeah. I mean, crazy. Javonte Williams. I mean, even Melvin Gordon was looking good last night. So,
yeah. So, like 7 for 43. Pretty good. 6.1 average. 11 receptions. 11. I didn't even watch the game, and I saw how many receptions he had. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Russ was checking. He wasn't cooking. He was checking. Because 11 for 65. Anyway.
Cooper Kupp looks good. Scary Terry, tight end. Michael Thomas. That was a bold move. Paid off for him. Michael Thomas had a really good game. 5 catches, 57 yards, 2 tutties. That's pretty good. But what I'm seeing from Nate's team is
Michael Thomas definitely was one of the best plays.
What I'm seeing from Nate's team, solid RB1, weak RB2, solid WR1, weak WR2.
Right.
Average tight end, week 1. I think he'll pick it up here in a little bit. Solid flex number 1, weak flex number 2. So it's like his first positions on each category, each position is really carrying his team.
Terry McLaurin, 2 catches like that. Like
he got lucky. He got a tutty.
He got lucky, and Carson Wentz was targeting Curtis Samuel a lot. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, week 1 it's hard to say, but when you're getting targeted a lot, that means something.
And Nate's another guy who has a bench that doesn't look strong. So, I mean, Tony P with 8 rushing yards. Ouch. Chase Claypool, 4 catches, but only for 18 yards. Ouch. Hines, 4 yards rushing. Ouch. Marvin Jones, 4 catches, only for 38 yards. Rondell Moore, 0 catches for 0 yards.
Yeah.
Galladay, 2 catches for 22 yards.
Yeah.
Those are all weak numbers. Weak numbers. So, as Steve said earlier in the podcast, Nate's relying on that 10.
And Nate, I'm going to throw this out there. You got Lamar Jackson on your bench. There's some guys out here that didn't have too good of QB plays this week.
It's true. You might get some trade offers.
So if Lamar Jackson continues to play well, I think by week 3 or 4 you can trade him off to someone and get some good players in return.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we had Shane, who had some good players, but
had some really bad players.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, who knows how long he's going to be out.
Right. Who has Tyler Boyd?
Is it Cameron? I'm not sure. I'll have to look through that.
You might want to think about starting him.
But Allen Robinson doesn't even look like he's going to be a factor in the Rams offense.
I was looking at this. I'm going to throw it out there. It's a waiver wire pickup. Higbee, 11 targets.
Yeah, it's crazy.
11 targets.
And as somebody who needs a tight end,
targets.
Targets.
You want targets. You want targets.
You want the targets.
Whether they get 3 receptions but 10 targets, they're getting the ball thrown. So it's going to flip.
So, yeah, I mean, the wide receivers really, really held down Shane's scoring. Kelsey,
we knew Kelsey was going to do
strong
that. We knew Kelsey was going to do that.
Excuse me.
Mooney out there. It's just one of those games where you just
Mooney's going to get his targets. I think a lot of the Bears offense had to deal with the weather conditions at Soldier Field, and I'm not worried. I think Montgomery will come back with a strong game. I think Mooney will have a strong game. I think Kmet will have a strong game. There's no way those three have the same production added up going forward. There's no way it'll ever be as low as it was this week. That's what I'm saying. As long as healthy, as long as they stay healthy.
Right. We'll have to see. Because I feel like we just haven't seen what the offense can do, so we don't really know.
We don't know yet, but it can't be that bad with your three largest stars.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the defense also helped them out a lot.
True.
In that game.
True.
Adam Thielen, though, I was so surprised. 4 targets.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a dud in the offense. That's a guy.
4 targets.
Mooney had 1.8. Thielen had 6.6. But I'm telling you right now, that will not be the norm. Mooney will score more points than Thielen 80% of the going forward.
We'll have to see. I think it was just I don't know, maybe just they were just targeting Justin Jefferson a lot more that game. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because they got up quick.
They did.
Fuck
the Packers.
Yeah, they got up really quick, and the defense was just holding them down. So we'll have to see what happens with Adam Thielen, if he stays healthy or not. And then Greg Joseph, I mean, kickers are kickers.
Kickers are kickers. He has Bateman on the bench, but, I mean, 2 catches for 59 yards and a tutty. I mean, one of them was the big catch for the touchdown. You take that away, I don't know. I mean, he's a boomer bust play, right? Like, if he gets the long touchdown pass,
what I don't get.
Boom. If he doesn't, bust.
It's just incredible to for me at least to think that this team in Baltimore, I feel like they have no wide receivers, and yet they always play really well. And same with running backs. I don't feel like they have like great running backs.
They ride or die with Lamar right now, though.
Yeah.
As long as Lamar
Mark Andrews.
If Lamar stays healthy, they'll be a good team. But that's the big if, right?
Right.
If he can stay healthy. So, and then that's another reason. Maybe going back to Nate, since Nate has Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson on his team, do you think he would get way more for Josh Allen if he was willing to trade Josh Allen and run with Lamar? Do you think he would be willing to do that? I don't know.
Yeah, but like if Josh Allen is scoring 40 points a game, I don't know if he can get rid of that.
That's true. But this is one game, right? This is 1 week, so
right.
I
will say though, Shade's bench. It's solid.
It's solid.
It's solid.
That Hilliard pickup right before the weekend. That was a good solid pickup.
Julio Jones could be more than what we think.
Henderson, I mean, he looks
like the number 1.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
I think he looks really good.
I'm not gonna say that.
They would have ran the ball a lot more if they weren't down.
True.
They were down a lot.
True. But yeah, let's. I think we've talked enough about this game. Let's move on to the next game. I have Kyle versus Cameron. You want to do that game?
Okay.
Kyle pulls off a really good win, 165 to Cameron's 127. Yeah, I think I was talking to Cameron yesterday about it.
Oh no.
He feels really confident about his team. He just said he was touchdown depleted. He didn't get the touchdowns. He got the yards. He just didn't get the touchdowns. So if you add some touchdowns in, he's going to be right there in the mix. To that I say, touchdowns fucking matter though. Touchdowns matter. All right. That's why they're worth 6 points.
That's
okay.
True.
Like, I mean, 60 yards is 1 touchdown. You got to get the touchdowns.
Your guy could get 35, 40 yards, 4 receptions, and a touchdown, and be like, all right, you know what? He got it done. He got it done.
So I think touchdowns matter. He's not too worried about it, though. But, I mean, Kyle, let's go to Kyle's team first, the W. He doesn't look super smart, but he doesn't look super dumb yet with the McCaffrey pick. 15.7 points with McCaffrey.
Yep.
I mean, 33 yards rushing, not the number you really want to see, but I mean, he's effective in the pass game again. Mm-hmm. He gets his touchdown. He got his touchdown in the first half, so he didn't really get one in the second half. I don't really know what his usage was.
The big thing with Kyle's team is Keenan Allen. How long is he going to be out?
Keenan Allen getting hurt is going to be tough, right?
Because Sutton was clearly not the number 1 last night. Jerry Jeudy was.
True, but
Sutton
how much
he
do
had
you think that is just because of how things were falling?
Maybe maybe the defense was targeting and double teaming something
and-
more. I didn't watch the game.
Honestly,
But
I
just
mean,
going off of points and targets.
a lot of points that Judy got though was off of that long, like 51-yarder touchdown pass. So
I mean, you could say that about Stephon Diggs.
you could, and I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean Keenan Allen, he went gutsy with Allen with like I think the second pick or his second pick, and then he went Connor. I mean, again, he gets the touchdown because touchdowns matter, but only 26 rushing yards.
And will he stay healthy? That's the big thing with Connor.
I think Connor, I think he won't be like those season-ending injuries, but he might miss a game or two.
And I will say this with Dak Prescott going down, I think that elevates Dalton Schultz' value just because I feel like they're going to check down a lot more.
I could
They're
agree.
not going to throw it up.
I can agree.
They're not going to throw it up. They're going to get those 5-10 yard passes, and that's what they're going to get.
He's having surgery, so he's going to be out.
They're not going to put him on IR.
4 or 6
No.
weeks, 4 to 6. No, they're not.
Jerry Jones said that they're not going to put him on IR.
That's
He's gonna be
right.
for 4
I
weeks.
do remember reading that actually a couple hours ago. Now
I think that's crazy.
that's
wild.
That's insane. So you
Dak-
only do that if you expect him back within 3 weeks.
Dak, I think you should care about your health and take some time because if you come back early and you can re-injure that even worse and you can be out for your career and never fully get healthy.
I don't know if a hand injury has ever taken a quarterback out for their career.
Is it their non-throwing hand? I didn't really look into it.
It's his throwing hand.
Oh, it's his throwing hand?
It's his throwing hand.
Oh, well, definitely.
Out for the career though.
I don't know.
That's
If his finger's bent the wrong way,
I
and
guess.
it can't get
I
fixed,
guess. I
don't
guess.
know. Creamy Hunt. He is an interesting pick because who's gonna get the ball?
I mean, I think they both do. Like it's fucking insane.
Yeah, but there's some goal line runs with Hunt, and I just think that was wrong. I think Chubb is the better goal line back, but
And I mean, if you go into Kyle's bench, Kyle's got a pretty decent fucking bench too, though. He's got AJ Dillon, who went off for 20 points. He's got
Okay.
DJ Chark, 4 catches, 52 and a
yeah,
tutty.
nothing crazy.
I mean, still good. I mean, definitely playable.
The big one's Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, though, 7 catches for 114. That's huge.
Yeah,
Herbie looked good, or Herbert, I should say, because there's 2 Herberts on his team. That's funny. Oh, I get his team name now. Herbie Fully Loaded. Got it.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. So yeah, I mean, his bench is looking pretty decent. If Cook ever goes down, hopefully not, but if he goes down, that means Madison's looking really good.
I do.
So-
I do understand what Cameron said about his team underperforming with touchdowns. I mean, Derrick Henry, no touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, he didn't get a touchdown, did he?
No touchdown for Cook. 90 yards for Cook. 82 for Henry. The yards are kind of, they're good. They're solid. Jalen Hurts had a rushing touchdown. I mean, he's looking like a good quarterback.
He's definitely banking on Hopkins destroying when he comes back.
But yeah, he is. I mean, Cooper, trash. Juju, I mean, yeah, he had 6 catches for 79 yards. Awesome, but I mean, with that offense, I don't know on any given week if that's how that's going to look.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches for 19 yards. Not good.
But Saquon
went off.
Saquon's looking like Saquon from 2 years ago. or 3
Saquon
years
looking
ago.
good. Saquon looking real good. That's looking like a solid pick.
Melvin Gordon, he's definitely number 2.
And he's gonna fall. He's gonna keep falling back.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's only gonna go more towards Javonte.
Yeah.
Javonte,
Sure, the fumble on the goal line, but he got smoked.
He
got hit. He got hit hard.
The
ball went flying.
Gordon also fumbled at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, it's one thing when you fumble at the 1, but it's one thing when you fumble at the 1 and the ball gets launched forward 5 yards.
True. Godwin, he might be hurt. Who knows how long?
The big one is
James Robinson. James Robinson, though.
Because a lot of people were all about what's his name?
Travis Etienne.
ETN. Yes, I can never remember his name or pronounce it. That's the big one. Also, he is Tyler Boyd, who you got to play Tyler Boyd. You have to.
You have to now.
You
For
have to.
sure, you have to now.
I mean, he got targets. How many targets did he get? He had 7 targets.
And probably a lot of those came after Higgins got hurt.
Right. So,
So-
and he's always been like the back end guy, never been the front runner. But, Jamar Chase is going to get his, but Tyler Boyd is also going to get his.
Right.
So I think you got to play. I think you play Tyler Boyd over Amari Cooper just because I just don't think they're going to do anything.
Yeah, I agree. And I hate
I
Cleveland.
don't think Cleveland's
Fuck
going to do
Cleveland.
anything.
So
I think.
Yep.
And who are they playing next week? I don't know. We'll talk about it when we get there.
So yeah, let's move on to the next game. I got Justin versus Shane.
Oh, we're gonna do my game last. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do your game last. Justin versus Shane. Justin pulls out the W, 112, low scoring, to 104.
So this was the lowest scoring game.
It was a pitiful game. But hey, Justin, first year in the league, gets his first W on the first week. Congratulations.
Playing Tua.
Tua train, baby. The Tua train. The Tua train.
He can thank his victory to DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift gave him that victory.
So we'll start this off too. So I asked Justin before the podcast started, how do you feel about scoring the third most points week 1 but grabbing your first W? I also asked him any words.
Third least points. You said most.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Third least. I said third most in the text message, but hopefully he knows he scored the third least.
Yeah, he knows.
And then any words for your opponent week 2, Cam Baker. I have not listened to this yet, so let's see what he has to say. Hopefully this plays through.
Question for the pod, huh? I think the word is fewest. I scored
Oh, he
the third
called you
fewest
out.
points.
He called you out.
I thought I scored the second fewest points. I didn't know somebody else scored less
Yeah,
than me.
Mike didn't score 100.
besides Alex. I'll take the W this week. I'll start 1-0, even though I scored the third fewest points. A W's a W. It all ends up the same in the record books. For my opponent this week, I really don't have much to say. I scored the third fewest points last week.
Yeah, he's gotta figure it
I'm
out.
going to do my best to rally, make some proper start sits. And then when I win this week, I'm going to drag my nuts across Cameron's face.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
And I
A
think
lot of big talk for scoring the third fewest points.
And I messed up earlier. I said that Justin beat Shane. That's because I saw Shane cheated as Alex's name. So Justin actually beat Alex. not
Alex
Shane.
deserves to lose.
Sorry about that, Shane. I didn't mean to offend you.
I mean, Alex's team not looking good.
Alex's team.
Not looking good. Elijah Mitchell gone. Aaron Rodgers, we don't know. Rashad Penny,
Najee hurt.
Yeah, Najee Harris, yep, gone.
CD without Dak.
CD without Dak, done.
This is a tough looking squad, man.
Yeah, it's not looking good. And his bench not looking good either. His bench is not looking good.
We might see Alex back where he used to be the first few years in the league.
Yeah,
Bottom of the rankings,
Yeah.
maybe last place.
yeah, his team is not it. Brees Hall. I mean, everyone expected him to be the number 1, but Michael Carter, he had a decent game.
Michael Carter, as Kyle would say, the true number 1. The true number 1.
The true number 1.
Justin, his team. Ride with Tua, the Tua train. Hop on the Tua train.
And this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that Nate could maybe trade Lamar to Justin because Justin has a lot of guys on his bench.
He
I
does.
mean, Christian Kirk.
Deontay.
Michael Carter.
Michael Carter.
I mean, he's got some guys.
Even if he's willing to trade the likes of a Chase Edmonds or a Travis Etienne.
Brandon Ayuk. He's got some guys. He does.
So we'll see. Let's not spend too much time on this game because I mean it's just
Yeah, it was bad.
If you want to go look for yourselves,
It was
a
bad.
pitiful matchup.
It was bad. They both should be
bad
0-1.
versus bad. Bad
They got-
versus bad.
Yeah, they got very lucky. They would have lost to every single person except for Mike.
True.
And
Which brings us-
Mike would have lost to everybody.
Which perfect segue into the last game. Sean, you won me $20 actually.
Oh, there was a bet?
Me and Mike made a side bet that I bet on you to beat him this week.
How could you not bet against? Like, how could you bet against me?
Well, not this week, but fuck you going
Oh,
forward.
okay, yeah, okay.
But I mean, you made me $20, so thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
Mike, yeah, your team is trash, bro. T. Brady, not looking good. Eckler, 36 rushing yards. Elliott,
Yeah, not
52,
looking good.
but half the points Eckler got because Elliott didn't catch the ball. Debo, this was in a torrential, monsoon.
Right.
So I'm not going to blame Debo. Debo's going to have better games than this. Tyreek, good, solid, 8 for 94. Hill's going to get his touchdowns too.
Darren Waller, did what he does.
Waller's good.
And you know what's sad? I picked Kittle over Waller.
But,
that,
I
that
mean-
makes me a little upset. But I didn't realize Kittle was injured. So
Can we all just have a laugh that DK Metcalf only 8.6, Tyler Lockett only 5.8 on his bench.
yeah, it's terrible.
Dude,
We
come
made
on, man.
so much
Hey
fun of
Mike,
him.
do you know? Because he didn't on Thursday when I asked him. Do you know who the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks is yet? Do you know it's Geno Smith and not Russ? Do you know that now, buddy?
Yeah.
Do you know that now?
Gino didn't play bad though. I don't think.
Gino didn't play terrible. I mean, he won the game for him. So
He did.
But
He
I
did.
mean, it's not going to be the offensive numbers that Russ is going to put up with. him.
Right. No, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Jacobs. Oof.
But he's got Dotson, and Dotson, he had his moments.
Dotson can be he's a good rook. But maybe Mike should try to parlay that into a trade. Get a 2 for
Possibly.
1. Get a 2 for 1.
Possibly.
Have somebody that wants to bet high on Dotson going forward.
The only thing with Dotson though is he only had 3 receptions for 2 touchdowns and 40 yards. So he was definitely touchdown heavy on the points. So maybe people see.
Yeah, but if he's got 2, that means Carson Wentz is looking for him in the end zone, and that's huge going forward too.
True, but maybe more defenses will look for him in the end zone now.
Well, that's also true.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that one plays out.
But let's flip over to my team. Kirk Cousins, 27 points. I mean, he had a good game. Not great, good. I'm fine scoring, 28, 30 points right around there. That's cool with me. I knew that he was going to put that up. Dameon Pierce, that's the one. That's the one that hurts because he was the first one I picked off the board. But it was either him or Elijah Mitchell, and Elijah Mitchell is injured. So, Burkhead obviously is number 1 there because he had the most snaps, he had the most rushes, and he also had a lot more receptions.
Yep.
But Antonio Gibson, I mean, what a game he had.
I mean,
He had a game.
he had a game, 14 attempts for 58 yards. That's not amazing.
It's not bad though.
I mean,
But
receiving, he
7
had 7
receptions
catches.
for
7
72 yards,
catches.
no
Now
touchdowns.
that's nice. 7 catches
Right.
for 72.
That's a
nice.
strong first week, which makes me very excited to see once Brian Robinson comes back because what's going to happen because I have Brian Robinson too. So
Well, that might hurt you.
possibly, but I also have someone else on my bench.
I mean, Justin Jefferson though.
Oh yeah,
Give
I
it up
mean,
for your boy, buddy. Give it up
Yeah.
for your boy.
Justin Jefferson picking him at 3 over Cooper Kupp. I mean, he's going to have a season. That was a career game for him this week.
9 catches, 184 yards, 2
2
tutties.
touchdowns. Yeah.
And I mean, then you have Diggs with 8 catches, 122 yards, and a tutty.
And then I have A.J. Brown.
10 catches, 155 yards.
No touchdowns.
Then you have Mike Williams, 2 catches, 10 yards.
But Keenan Allen goes down.
Keenan Allen does go down, but now that makes defenses maybe even be able to focus on Mike Williams more.
I don't know exactly what happened that game. We didn't really watch a whole lot.
Yeah, I feel like that game was never on red zone.
Yeah.
Even though there was it was back and forth. Like, I don't think
So I don't know what exactly happened.
Las Vegas was out of it.
I'm not too worried. I'm probably going to still play him. I'm going to this is what my plan is. I'm probably going to play because my bench went off too. I'm probably gonna play Cordell Patterson.
Cordelli.
Yeah, just because Damian Pierce is not gonna be. He's not gonna be that guy. You're not that guy. Pal.
I mean,
You're not that guy.
I don't think you're gonna get 120 rushing yards from Cordelli every game.
No, but he started the season off just like he did last season. Like
Sure.
he left off right. He started right where he left off. So I gotta take a chance. CEH, good game. I mean, his rushing yards were there per attempt, but he just didn't have the volume.
Yeah, I
There's
mean
no
he's not
volume
he's
there.
not gonna get the volume back. It's
it's encouraging, it's promising, but there's no volume.
That's true.
And that's the same thing with Hilliard. There's no volume.
That's true. That's true.
So there's something to just keep your eye on. I mean, am I happy he scored 22 points? Yeah, for sure. But 7 attempts for 42 yards, 3 receptions and 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like that's not going to happen every week. You can't rely on touchdowns.
You're right. You're right.
And that's why Cameron's pretty encouraged with this team because you don't rely on touchdowns, and his team scored 140 or whatever points without even scoring touchdowns. So really encouraging. The biggest downfall is definitely
127, but
127 what?
points that Cameron scored.
Oh, well, 130. I said 130.
You said 140.
Oh,
It's a
well,
little
either
different.
way.
A little
Either way.
different.
One touchdown, he's almost 140.
But anyways,
2
yeah,
touchdowns.
yeah. So I mean,
The big thing is, do I play Dawson Knox? I don't know. I don't know.
it's a huge if. But I mean, big wins. I mean, or big plays. The big plays. I mean, who was I thinking before was a really good play for all teams?
I was thinking the Miami defense. I mean, they scored like 18 points. That was a really good
I
play.
had somebody. Was it?
Um,
Gosh, where it goes.
also,
Kareem Hunt.
yeah,
Good-
Kareem Hunt was
Good
also
play.
a really
Good play by Kyle. Wrong play.
Cam Akers.
I'll wear that one.
Yeah,
I'll wear that
yeah,
one.
Cam Akers for sure.
Cam Akers probably worst play of the week.
Yeah.
Best play of the week. Mine would probably be Kareem Hunt. Like Kyle did good playing him. Yeah, but guess what? I was top scorer of the losers. So I'm still 6. So I'm still making the playoffs, baby.
Okay, we'll see. We'll have to see about that. We'll have to
I'm
see.
just saying, I'm top scorer. I was the top scorer of the losers. So that
Okay.
I mean
Okay.
that's worth something.
Okay.
That's worth something.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. But each winner scored over 160. So
And hopefully I will if I don't have 2 goosies.
I just think you're gonna have to score an average of 160 to win.
Yeah, we were thinking 140 before.
Yeah, no, it's 160.
It's probably like 160. Yeah.
There's gonna be some down weeks where you're gonna score 140 and win, but if I score less than 120, I'm pissed. I'm like, my season's over. My team is done.
But don't talk to fucking Mike. He
Yeah.
scored under 100
Yeah.
with an
Yeah.
extra position. Mike, your team sucks, bro.
I saw a team score like 36 points on Twitter. That was yeah.
And just to clarify, I did ask Mike if he had anything to say, and I said, "How do you feel after scoring the lowest amount of points week 1?" I also asked him, "And are you still confident going into week 2 versus Nate?" He ha-ha'd my message, and then he said 1 second.
That was a crying haha. He was
And
crying as he said haha.
That was an hour ago, and so I think he's just not going to respond to that.
I don't think he's gonna respond.
I wouldn't
He has
either,
nothing
buddy.
to say.
I wouldn't
He's got
either,
nothing to say. He
Um,
understands that Tom Brady is on the downtrend.
Ah.
He is.
All right.
He is.
All right. Either way, let's move into the waiver.
Oh, waivers for sure, dude.
I think waivers, there is a slight flaw in this way. It does reverse order of draft. And so you have Cameron at 1 and Steve at 2, even though Steve was top scorer. So it's
Yeah, it's
like,
dumb.
I feel like the first week should just go off of worst to least, and then it should switch over to whoever makes a waiver just goes to the back.
Where do I find
But-
it? Oh, waiver order. Here we go. Where am I at? I'm probably at the bottom.
So,
Oh, dude, I'm 9?
yeah.
How am I 9? I drafted 3rd.
Did you make a move?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why.
But I thought only moves. I don't know.
Moves make you go to the back.
Dumb. I picked up Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
I thought he was
T.
gonna,
Lawrence.
I just wanted to throw him on there.
Yeah, so we got Seabake at 1, Steve at 2, me at 3, Shane at, I'm sorry, I keep
Alex.
saying Shane because I see Shane cheated. Alex at 4, Justin at 5, Mikey at 6, Nate at 7, Shane at 8, you at 9, and Kate Klon at 10.
So if I don't make a waiver move, then that means I go ahead of everyone that did.
Correct.
But if I pick someone after waivers or over, that doesn't matter, right?
Correct.
Because that's how Shane
Correct.
always at the top.
Correct.
He just waited till 3 a.m., aka 1 a.m. his time. Bogus, but okay. And then he just makes some moves.
Correct.
Okay. We got you. I'm going to set an alarm. Shane, I told you I'm going to set an alarm. Miracle. I'm sorry ahead of time, but you're going to wake up at 3 a.m. with me. We're going to make some moves, okay?
You eyeing anybody out there?
See, here's the thing. Dawson Knox, he's promising, but like I just feel like I need to make a move now. And with Higbee having 11 targets, why not?
Right.
There's a
Right.
reason why he got 11 targets. And they were down big too. It wasn't like they were just like, oh, we need 5 yards here, we need 5 yards there. They were down. They needed 20, 30, 40, 50 yards.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I need an RB and I need a tight end just to kind of have a backup plan in case Komet fails.
Well, you know Cameron's going to
So-
pick up Wilson.
Yeah, do you think so?
Steven will.
I don't know.
Steven will.
No, but I think Cameron should go after Curtis Samuel because Cameron already has 4 really good running backs.
That's true, but he's going to use them as a trade. Cameron's going to pick up Wilson and immediately send trades.
Oh, that was a little. That
That was
a fart.
bad. Let's not talk about that.
Sorry, buddy.
You know Cameron's going to pick up Wilson, and he's going to immediately send trades with Wilson in it.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
That's a Cameron move.
Yeah.
Also a Shane move. Shane would do that shit too last year. Steven, on the other hand, he's going to pick up Curtis Samuel.
I don't know.
He's going to get Curtis Samuel. You know why? Because he needs one more solid wide receiver. I mean, if he could, because like here's the thing, we don't know whether Miles Sanders and Nick Chubb are going to keep performing the way they were, especially Miles Sanders. Nick Chubb could lose a little bit more with Hunt playing so well.
True.
And he also has on his bench, he has nobody. Lazard, he could possibly drop Sky Moore and pick up Curtis Samuel. And that's why he's going to do it, because he has nobody on his bench. He talks about not having a bench, but he's going to pick it up, and he's going to immediately send trades. These guys are going to pick up these guys and then send trades. I know it. I can feel it in my soul. Cameron's going to send Wilson with fucking who else is on his team? He's going to send Wilson and like one other guy, and he's going to send it for Justin Jefferson. I'm like, do you realize those two guys scored a total of 15 points this past week? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on from that, and we'll move on into the preview of next week. And we'll just kind of go through these. You know, we don't have to spend too much
Yeah,
time.
too quick.
Um,
Game of the week, though. I thought about this today. Game of the week is you and me. Because I have 6 guys going Monday.
I know, dude. I fucking hate that.
I love
hate it
I
so-
love it.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
you
love
do.
it
I'm sure
because
you do.
I know what I need to get.
I know. That's
And
why,
if you're not up by 100,
dude.
I win.
It's like it's insane that over half of your team is on Monday night.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I don't
love
think
it.
I've ever seen this before.
We'll
So-
talk about it then. But anyway, let's go down the line. Let's go ahead and talk about, do we have any losers facing losers?
We have.
No, I don't think we do. No, we don't have any losers playing losers.
Whoa. So that means everybody could be 500
That's exactly right.
after 2 weeks. That's kind of crazy. So let's just go. We'll go with Kyle and Nate.
Okay, Kyle and Nate. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, Kyle, or I'm sorry, yeah.
I just
or
love-
no, shit. I'm sorry. Kyle, it's Nate versus Mike. It's Nate versus
Oh,
Mike.
yeah. Nate versus Mike. I just love how projected leaders, Nate has 2 quarterbacks. Nate, you got to make a trade.
Just off of first glance, I like Nate's team more this week.
Well, yeah, because Mike scored less than 100, so you can't trust him.
Yeah. I'm going with Nate as the winner this week.
So fun game on Thursday, though. KC versus LA. That's going to be a good one. The Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a fun game. He needs maximum scoring from that game.
We do. Or he does.
He does.
That's
he
what I meant.
definitely needs us because he needs
does.
Eckler to go crazy.
Yes, he does. Yeah. I mean,
If he can get 30 points up after Thursday, looking pretty good.
Cooper Kupp is the highest projected position player out of both teams at 20.2. So that's not super high.
Yeah, but projections don't mean shit. We know that.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. They can't be like, yeah, Cooper Kupp's going to get 30.
All right. Ooh, we have Shane versus Kyle. Cousin
versus cousin.
I'm going to go with.
So should we keep track of are we picking games?
Yeah,
are
let's
we
do
keep
that.
track?
Let's do
okay.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna keep track. So I'm going with Nate. We got
Go with Nate.
Nate and Nate. We're going with Nate because Mike, I'm sorry, your team's terrible.
Yeah, so we both go Nate.
This one's a good one. This one's a good matchup. We got a good matchup here. You know, Kyler Murray playing Las Vegas a defense that is arguably.
Arguably?
Yes, there we go. It's worse than Kansas City. And he's got Jonathan Taylor versus Jacksonville. Now that's a big one.
I think I'm going to go with Shane, though. I'm going to go with
Aaron
Shane.
Jones versus Chicago. Tough matchup. That defense is pretty good. Looking pretty good.
It is looking pretty good.
But he's got
It is
no
looking
wide receivers,
It
Colin.
is looking pretty good.
He's got no wide receivers, Colin.
He's got no WRs. He's got none.
So I'm gonna go with Kyle just because Shane has no wide receivers. I'm gonna go Kyle. Yeah, and he's already set his lineup because he has Henderson in.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Shane.
There's
You're
no
gonna go-
way he's
you're gonna
not
go-
playing Allen
you're gonna
Robinson
go with
again.
Kyle.
Oh no, he's gonna play Allen Robinson just because they're playing Atlanta. But still, I just don't play him. I can't trust. I cannot trust Allen Robinson after that performance in week 1.
I'm telling you right now, I'm playing Mooney over Robinson. I don't know why he's got Robinson in over Mooney. That's going to be trade. How much you want to bet that changes?
It's a tough matchup though with Green Bay.
I still would go Mooney. Still going to
It's
go
a tough
Mooney.
matchup because you got to think Green Bay's going to adjust after that last week game. Justin Jefferson got way too many targets, way too many yards.
Dude, I'm still going Mooney. I'm still going Mooney.
All right.
Next game, Alex versus the Belt, Steve Heskett.
Yeah, it's a terrible name. Alex, change your name. We'll give you a change on that one. That's a terrible name. I'll allow a change at that one. That one's bad. Change your name.
I'm going to go with, look at it. We got Pat Mahomes on Thursday. He's got Goddard going Monday, Sanders going Monday. Alex has
Wait, why is it not switching for me?
Rodgers on Sunday night, so that's a nice primetime game for him. And then Penny going at 3 on Sunday, but everybody else at noon.
Yeah, it's not loading for me. I might have to pull up. No, I can't pull up the phone. No, it's still pulling up Kyler Murray. It's still pulling up Shane's team. That's weird.
Weird.
There we go.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. It's funny because on the check marks on the advantage per position, Alex has 2 with Waddle and Hutchinson, and Steve's got everything else.
I'm going with Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Especially Najee out.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Sorry, Alex.
Yep. Okay. Let's go with Cameron versus Justin. Loser versus The Price is Right. No, the Pits of Hell versus The Price is Right. I'm going. This is a hard one. because Kamara's questionable. He got injured. Interesting.
I think he'll be playing though.
Interesting. Yeah. I gotta go with Cameron here. He's got the stud running backs. If you have 3 studs on your team,
I'm also gonna go Cameron.
plus you have a good quarterback.
I'm also gonna go Cameron. I wanted to go Justin, and I want to see Cameron bitch.
Actually, well, the one thing I'll say is that Minnesota's defense ate up Rodgers. I mean, I know Rodgers had several drops. He had that huge drop that would have been a touchdown. So, but still, I mean, he was running for his life during that game. And, Henry versus Buffalo. That could be a lot of points.
Could be.
It could be a lot of points there. You know, Henderson was eating them up. But Buffalo gets up a lot. Hillard comes in. So, and Dalvin Cook versus Philadelphia. He's going to have to watch his boy Dalvin Cook destroy his favorite team, the Eagles. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Cameron just because he's just got too many good players. I would take out Amari Cooper, Cameron, and put in I can't remember his bench. It doesn't show right now. I wish it showed his bench. But we talked about it. Go look back. Here we go. Full box. Who is this guy? Who is this guy on the bench we said that he should play?
Tyler Boyd.
No, James Robinson.
Oh, James Robinson, yes.
Definitely put in James Robinson. Or Tyler Boyd. Or both. Maybe think about both. I don't know. I would make a trade. I would make a change. I wouldn't play Amari after that terrible performance.
Amari sucks.
Even though they're playing the Jets. I think I would go somewhere else. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's go with it's our last game.
Our last game, you versus me.
It's game of the week for sure because I have so many guys going on Monday night.
Let me propose something to you since we play each other.
What's your proposal?
My proposal is whoever loses, the other person gets to pie him in the face.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, that's
You
my
want
bet.
to pie him in the face?
I want to pie you in the face.
You want to pie me in the face?
I want to. I was gonna say something that would be
wanna give
rated
me a-
R.
You want to give me a cream pie?
Whoa!
You
Hey,
want to give me
hey,
a cream
dude.
pie?
Why are you saying that with a smile, you weirdo?
Yeah. So I have. Let's just go down the line. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, AJ Brown, and my kicker, Bass. Doesn't show my kicker on here. Tyler Bass.
Hey man, I believe in my team. All right, I believe in my team. I got some Sunday nighters. I got a Monday nighter. I believe in them. I believe in my team.
So, what's funny is I have Mike Williams playing Thursday night too. So a lot of my team is playing either Thursday night
or Monday night.
I could play CEH too. No, I'm not going to do that. Or MVS, baby.
You could literally have all primetime games.
I could have all primetime games, yeah. Big time primetime downtown.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah. I'm going to go with me, obviously, because my team is star-studded. Obviously.
I would hope you would go with yourself.
So let's
though.
run it down. I got me. You got you, obviously. We got Nate.
We both got Nate.
We got Kyle.
No, you have Kyle. I have Shane.
Oh, really? Okay. We both have Steve.
We both have Steve, and
And
we both have Cam.
We both have Cam. Okay.
So the only two differences is I'm picking Shane, you're picking Kyle, and then we're picking each other or ourselves.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, let's see. That's a good that's good. That's great.
It's good.
Well, I think that was a good episode.
Yeah,
We had some interruptions in the beginning with the cats.
With the little kitty cats.
But yeah, that's
What
a good time.
what would you give this Lion Kugel Juicy Peach a floozy rating as?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole time I was drinking it, I was thinking it was orange.
Really?
I think
It tastes like peach.
It does. I think it's because of the can.
Yeah.
I give it like a 6.
Yeah, that's kind of. I was
This
bland.
is meh.
Yeah, it's meh. I was even thinking like a 5.8. It's not even my favorite Lion Kugel. Like a 5.8.
Yeah, that's another Fantasy Throne League podcast. I am your host, Sean Bowles.
And I'm Luke Skaggs, coming at you this week, Sean.
No, I'm gonna pie the fuck out your face.
Whoa, bro! I'm gonna. Oh, are we handshaking on it?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we're doing
Shit.
it. We're doing it.
I won't know until fucking
Yeah,
1 o'clock in the morning Tuesday.
yep. Better get ready, boy. I'm coming at you live and hard.
I'm gonna if I pulled off this victory, I'm driving over to your house Monday night, and I'm sneaking into your house, and I'm gonna pie you.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna
I
make it
know.
clean.
Yeah, I'm okay.
We're gonna get some plastic. Do it in the basement,
Well, we could just do it outside.
or we can do it outside too. But then my yard's got all messy.
It's pie, bro. What?
I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, wait until next week to find out who gets pied in the face. Hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully it goes quick enough so that way we can watch some football on Thursday nights.
Is it here yet? It's Thursday night.
It's not.
yet?
It's not. It's NPC mode until Thursday night.
In PC mode.
NPC mode. So, until next time, guys, we will see you guys later. Have a good one.